Hi, I'm Nicole, one of the Wealth Twins, and on this channel we teach you everything you need to know about money and building wealth. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button. Now, I know, just looking at me, you wouldn't believe that I'm a renegade. That's right. I have been going against the grain ever since I can remember, and especially when it came to saving money. Why? Because the U.S. is a nation of spenders, and credit cards and debt have become so ingrained in our culture. As a result, more and more of us are having a hard time saving money for not only just day-to-day expenses, but for saving for retirement. And it's a shame. That's why I thought it would be a good idea to share with you some of my more unconventional habits that I developed in order for me to save money, and see if you can use any of them to help you save money too. Number one, I use the OPR method. OPR stands for other people's resources, okay? Understand that. I don't pay more money to buy things I can easily get access to. For example, my twin Nadia has a great pool, and that means because she has a pool, I don't have to buy one. All I have to do to get access to her pool is to come up with some snacks and drinks, and my kids can swim all day long. I think that's a win, right? Now, I don't just, try to take advantage of my sister's pool when it comes to OPR. I also use this when it came to the time when I bought my house. I bought a good house in a good neighborhood, but where I was really able to save money was by buying this house in a neighborhood that was near an upscale neighborhood that had great resources. My kids were able to go to the same schools as the kids in the upscale neighborhood and also do the same activities. However, because I lived a little bit further out, I didn't have to pay the same amount of taxes, and my house did not cost as much. So when you're looking to buy a house or thinking about how you can upgrade your lifestyle without breaking the bank, please remember the OPR method and see if you can save money using other people's resources. Now, I love going to restaurants, but I have the habit of hardly drinking when I do. Why? Because the typical markup on a bottle of wine is somewhere between 200 to 400%. And I don't know about you, I cannot enjoy drinking when I feel and I know someone's outright scamming me. I understand paying higher prices for food because I know when I go out, I'm paying for someone else's time, I'm paying for someone else's talent, and I'm paying for someone else's labor. But when I'm drinking, I cannot understand or wrap my mind around paying so much to have somebody just open up a bottle for me. By not drinking at a restaurant, I still get to have a nice night out, I have a great meal, and I'm able to save money. If you want to save money and avoid the alcohol markup, buy top shelf at a discount store like Costco and enjoy it at home with some friends. Another habit I have is not paying somebody else to manage my money. I understand the cost of fees when it comes to my long-term gains, and I understand the equation. Market return minus cost equals investor return. So the way I get the most out of my money is by researching all my investment options and then executing a strategy that not only makes me money, but saves me money at the same time. My sister and I teach others how to invest in the exact same way. If you're interested in learning more about how we think about investing or just how we think about money in general, you should really join our private Wealth Pack community. The link is in the description below. Now, the next habit is probably easily seen. As you might have noticed, I don't wear makeup. Why? Because one, makeup can get very expensive, and in my case, it can also be extremely time consuming. You should really see me when it comes to putting on mascara, even lipstick. I look like a monkey playing with tools. So I decided a long time ago I would not be spending any money on makeup. Now, this worried a lot of my friends because they used to say, Nicole, if you don't wear makeup, you're not going to get married. And my argument to that was always, whoever I'm going to marry is going to love me for me, and they're just going to have to deal with me with no makeup. Now, I'm happy to report that I am married and I'm going on past 10 years. So I guess the makeup really wasn't a factor in his decision. On top of that, I believe if I was to start breaking that habit and start wearing makeup now, I might make my husband worried. So I think I'll keep the habit and keep some money in my pocket by not wearing makeup. If you want to splurge on makeup, that's really your decision, and you can do what you want. However, I will just let you know, makeup is not necessary for marriage. So just keep that in mind. You can save money and you can still get married. Another habit that I have is that for the majority of the month, I do what I call daily limits. That's right, I give myself a daily limit on how much I'm able to spend for that day. For example, I'll say I will not go over $75 today when it comes to spending, and I will keep myself to that for that day. Setting a daily limit for myself is a cheat code for budgeting and an easy way for me to make saving money a habit. If you find budgeting hard or you have failed at budgeting in the past, try setting a daily limit. It will not only force you to be mindful of your spending, it will also help you save money at the same time. Question for you guys. Do you think my Renegade habits can help you save money? And also, what is your #1 Renegade habit for you to save money? I would love to hear it. Write it down in the comments below. I never let my paycheck dictate my lifestyle, and I've always lived below my means. As you can see, I probably lean more towards the frugal side of things, but that doesn't mean I don't like nice things. I just don't feel the need that the more I make, that means that the more I should spend, okay? I've seen firsthand when a lack of money becomes a problem in a family, and I don't want my kids to ever experience that. My kids might joke and say that I'm cheap, but they will never say that they don't ever have everything that they need. So don't feel pressured to keep up with the Joneses, because that's an easy game to join, but it's a hard game to win. Living below your means might not always be fun, but it does come with a peace of mind, and it will help you sleep better at night. Another habit that I have had my whole entire life is that I don't buy pets. Now that doesn't mean I've never had a pet in my life, because I definitely grew up with dogs, cats, rabbits, and fish. But guess what? I got them all for free. There are a ton of animals that need love, and there are a ton of places that are willing to give them away for free. So if you want a pet and you want to save money, please check out your local shelter first to see if they have a pet that is perfect for you. Saving money is simple, but I agree is not always easy. That's why if you want to save money, it's better for you to rely on discipline and develop habits that you can always use that will allow you to act without thinking and without being tempted to fall for peer pressure. Once you have habits that stick, it will be easy for you to stand out from the crowd, save money, and build wealth. If you share some of these Renegade habits with me or enjoy any of the tips that I shared to save money, show this twin some love, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone you care about. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.